So let's dive a little deeper on economic recovery here. This year's budget is just the beginning of a long conversation about helping Georgia's economy recover from the pandemic. And budget cuts that were made in the wake of the Great Recession put a drag on the state's economy. You alluded to this. We underfunded education. For a decade, we still spend less per person in state dollars than we did in 2008. And there aren't as many state jobs that serve as a stable middle class job that we once had. What needs to be done to help people recover economically from this pandemic induced recession? And do you think the approach needs to be different from the long recovery that we experienced following the Great Recession in 2007, 2008?
Absolutely. Um, the the solution is to facilitate the economy, and sometimes that means government spending. Sometimes that means changing regulations in a way that helps people exchange money faster. And the way that you get your tax revenue is that those exchanges of money, sales taxes and things like that. For so long, the Republican approach to what makes the economy work, what is good tax policy, what's good government policy, has always been that it's the businesses, it's property owners, it's people who are wealthy who know best how to make money move around and make money grow. But the truth of the matter is that you can't make an economy work by creating things to sell. You can make an economy work by having people want to buy things, and not just want to buy things, but have the wherewithal to do so. So that, I want that new flat screen TV, but I don't have any money, so I guess I can't buy it. Well, then the answer is a higher minimum wage so that everyone has a living wage. And right now that's in the $15 an hour range, but it also needs to be pegged to inflation. Like I said in the previous question, the point of a AAA credit rating, go ask any business, is that when you have a very high credit rating, you can go to the banks and you can borrow money at incredibly low interest rates. And you can take that money, if you're a business, and you can build a new factory. You can install new equipment. You can hire new workers because you're trying to meet demand. You won't ever see a business do it because they hoped that demand is coming. They're doing it because they've got really smart people going out into the world and measuring demand and asking customers, well, what do you want? Do you want more of this, blah, blah? And coming back and saying, oh, demand is going to be 5% higher next year, but we don't have any more capacity. We're running 24/7. We need to build more stuff. And so the company goes out. Well, we've got that in Georgia. We've got roads. We've got bridges. We've got our telecommunication system. We've got our power and water and other public works that are all in desperate need of investment. And when you invest in those things, you get a payoff because you have cleaner water and better water, and you have more reliable power grid. Every once in a while our power goes bloop, and that's really not great in a first world country. Even if lightning strikes right outside my house, at this point in our technological development, I really shouldn't have to worry about the power going out. But I do, because we have a pretty not well invested system. And if we thought about investing in the state, you have to hire people to build new roads. You have to hire people to string more power lines. You have to hire people to revamp your water system. And all those people have car notes and house notes and groceries to buy and kids to buy school supplies for. And they will take that money, and instead of doing what the wealthy people do, which is just put it in their pocket and wait for some opportunity, they get that money, they're going to spend that money. And that is economic activity, and that is revenue generation for the state.